What's going on, Juneteenth family?
I have to take the lead because if I don't now, when will I do it?
These are all half truths, mixes from since 90.
And risks are important. Risk creates results.
Make sure that you surround yourself with not only the word, but with positivity.
Foremost, for having me on for lunch and learn.
We start off by wearing all of the hats. Pun intended right there on the hats.
But we start special needs children and civilians.
I have over 30 years plus experience as a quality professional.
We basically reconstructing what we took part in deconstruct. All the street maintenance. That's how we came up with street maintenance.
I almost had to deal with MCA Records at the age of 19.
Wait a
I also partner with other daycares. We're not in a competition yet. We're not in a competition.
Good morning, Juneteenth family, or good afternoon, I should say. Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. My name is Kim Fennell. I am on the board of Juneteenth NY and also a founder of Biz Savvy Artists. I am excited to be with you all today. And first and foremost, we want to acknowledge everyone who participated in the Juneteenth festivities over the last week. We want to express our gratitude to everyone who participated in the various activities that took place, from the flag raising to our Black Kings Awards ceremony. We were also at Lyndon Gershwin Park on Saturday and had an amazing festival. Then on yesterday, we culminated with our virtual summit, the Juneteenth Festival with Councilwoman Farrah Lewis, and we were at the mayor's mansion on Tuesday for his Juneteenth celebration at Gracie Mansion. So if you are part of any of those activities, we want to thank you for participating. Thank you for engaging and celebrating this amazing holiday with us. And now we want to welcome our guest. We have the amazing Annessa Smith, who is the founder of ThickNThinSwimwear. She's a true embodiment of style, confidence, and entrepreneurial spirit. From her roots in Brooklyn, New York, she has been driven by a passion for the beach, for travel, and for making women feel empowered. As the owner and founder of ThickNThinSwimwear, she is dedicated to creating an inclusive line of swimwear that celebrates diversity and promotes self-expression. Join us as we sit with Annessa and learn more about her journey in entrepreneurship, some of the struggles that she's overcome, and her what inspired her to come up with the concept of ThickNThinSwimwear and mission to empower women. So Annessa, we'd like to welcome you to the stage.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm well, thank
It's
you.
our
How are you?
pleasure. So doing well, amazing.
Good.
So guys, if you were at the festival on Saturday, Miss Annessa was one of the featured designers that was in the fashion show. She was also one of our vendors, and she was one of our presenters during the virtual summit yesterday. So you got to get a little bit of a sneak peek into the products that she makes and the amazing swimwear that she's designed. And so we're going to dig a little deeper today. And so Annessa, we did talk a little bit about your background, but I'd love you to go into a bit more depth and share a little bit of your story and your background.
Yes. I started my line of swimwear out of a love for vacations and all things beach. However, since I'm on the plus size, I've had a difficult time finding swimwear that fits my body, that attracts my personality, the colors I love. It was difficult finding swimwear in the styles that I like in my size. Anything in the plus size sections of the store would be in colors like gray, navies, blacks. And, I love a black, sexy black swimsuit, but I didn't want all my swimwear to be black. So, and finding and having a difficult time finding swimwear at affordable prices because you can find it, but the price tags are hefty. I decided to create a line of swimwear for women like myself who may be on the plus size or maybe not on the plus size side of the swim chart that wants to find beautiful, bright colored, comfortable swimwear that they can afford.
That's so true. I know for me, I'm had a similar struggle with trying to find swimwear that I like, finding cuts that I felt were complimentary and looked nice, and then also I love color, and so I was not a fan of wearing just solid black or navy all the time, and so kind of trying to find things that I thought worked for my body type and also had the colors that I liked has always been such a pain. So I'm so glad that you took the initiative to create Thick and Thin Swimwear and make styles and colors that can work for all body types.
Yes, thank you. That's my goal.
You're
That's my
welcome.
goal. I want women of all
Absolutely. And
sizes.
so, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I want women of all sizes to feel comfortable in a swimsuit because women, even small women, have body insecurities where they don't feel comfortable wearing certain things. And I want women of all sizes to feel comfortable, look beautiful, feel sexy and confident while they're wearing a swimsuit.
And speaking of that, we've talked a bit about your initiative to empower women and make them feel more confident. And so, what does being a strong and confident woman mean to you? And how do you hope that your brand empowers women to feel that way?
Yes, it took me years to love my body and love myself. If I could go back to my 20s, um, I would love everything about my body. Back then, I didn't. I covered myself up. I didn't wear revealing clothes or sexy clothes. And I was a lot smaller then, so I don't even understand. But I want women to feel comfortable in the skin they're in. I want you to feel beautiful and be seen just the way you are. I want you to love yourself just the way you are, no matter what size is on your clothing, 2 or 20 or 24. It doesn't matter. You're beautiful. All women are beautiful. And I want everyone to feel confident in everything they do, whether it's wearing a swimsuit on the beach or just walking down the street in regular clothes. Everyone should feel comfortable in the skin they're in. It took me years to get to that point, and I want everyone to know that it shouldn't take you that long. You are who you are, love who you are. And whether you're wearing a swimsuit or not, I want you to be confident and comfortable in the skin that you're in.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of that does the level of confidence that women have when it comes to their bodies and wearing bathing suits and things like that. I think quite a bit of that comes from the messaging that we get from a lot of media, and then also I guess what we're taught as children too, about certain body types being a particular way and what's attractive and what's not. And so you also have some messaging in regards to fashion for everybody and everybody being confident. So, can you talk more about that? And can you share any customer experiences about how they've been inspired by your brand or how your bathing suits have helped them?
Yes. Society will show you that only slim women are beautiful, and they'll show you sexy, you know, sexy, slim, tall. Those are the women that society shows you as beautiful. But I'm showing you that all women are beautiful, no matter what size. In my advertisements, I show women of all sizes, because when you look at my social media pages, you will see someone that looks like you, no matter what size you are, no matter what your body type is. You'll see someone that looks like you, and I want women to feel, yeah, she looks beautiful in that, even though she's a size whatever. And if she can wear that, I can wear that. And that's what I want the message to. That's what I want to come across as my message. As I want you, everyone, to feel confident and comfortable in the size that they're in, no matter what size you are.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the impact of your brand on the fashion industry. And how do you feel that your brand has made a positive impact? And what steps do you take to ensure inclusivity and diversity in your designs?
I show inclusivity and diversity by showing women of all ethnicities. I have customers that are Asian, biracial, black, white. I want everyone to feel confident and comfortable in a swimsuit, whether you're a size 2, size 20. Everyone, there's something for everyone in my swimsuit. So I show in my advertisements women of, you name it, you'll see it on my social media.
That's important. Representation absolutely matters. And so definitely, showing definitely showing different women, different body types, different sizes, I'm sure has a big impact because that has not been the norm in the fashion industry. So kudos to you for um, stepping outside of the box and doing something different.
Thank you. That's my goal.
So let's talk. Yes, absolutely. So let's talk about your creative process a little bit and what that looks like. And what do you do if you're struggling creatively? Like, how do you overcome challenges when you're creating designs? And what do you use to inspire yourself?
If I encounter a creative block, I just shut down. I just need a day to get it together, because being a business owner is hard. It's not easy. It's actually the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. There's there's so much help out there, but you don't know who to trust. So it's like
Hmm.
when you're doing it all on your own, sometimes you have to take a minute to gather your thoughts and shut it down, and then come back the next day fully charged and ready to go again, because it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Finding good help is hard. Finding the right help is hard. There's so many scammers out there. You don't know who to trust. So you just got to take a break, take a moment to step back, gather your thoughts, relax a bit, and then you come back at it the next day, and keep pushing. That's it. Just keep pushing.
Absolutely. So, if you were to share advice with another young lady that wants to get into the fashion industry as a designer, what advice would you give them in terms of getting into the industry and starting their business? And what skills would you recommend that they have?
To young women wanting to start their own business, and you just follow your dreams. You, if this is what you really want, it's your passion, you follow your dreams. You don't let anybody discourage you from what you want to do, but do your research. You have to do your research and study things before, you jump out the window. As someone told me, I jumped out the window, and I did. But you have to jump out the window sometimes and follow what you love doing. Don't let anyone discourage you. Just follow your dreams, be passionate about it, study your craft, and just go for it. That's it. Just go for it.
That's amazing advice. So definitely, the doing the research, doing your homework, understanding what you're getting into is so crucial when you're starting a business, particularly nowadays. And there's so much information available now to help people get their feet wet. So definitely getting started, doing the research, and then yeah, like you said, having that motivation to pursue your dreams and not being discouraged, I think is so crucial and so important and needed as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, people say the market is saturated. There's so many people doing this or so many people doing that, but they're not you. You're doing what you do your way, and your product may be similar to someone else's, but it's not yours. You have your own passion about your things. Just go for it. Just go for it. Don't worry about what other people say. Just go for what you want to do in life and follow your dreams. That's it.
I love that. I love that. And so, which way do I want to go? Let's talk about what's coming up next for Thick and Thin Swimwear. Do you have any exciting collaborations or projects coming up that you would like to share with the audience?
Well, the Juneteenth fashion show was a huge project for me, and I loved the way the models showcased my swimwear. They made every swimsuit come to life. I applaud them so much. They all looked beautiful in my swimsuits. I just stood there and just cried in tears at how beautiful they looked. And I would like to do more things like that, like more fashion shows and more. I would love a collaboration with with anybody that would like to collab with me, but I would love to do more fashion shows and showcase my swimwear. The Juneteenth models did their thing. I was so proud of all of them. They just looked amazing. Yeah, I would love to do more things like that in the future. And I have a few new styles arriving to my line, and that's all I got. And coming up in the future, a few new items arriving to my website, and yeah, that's about it for now.
That was the fashion show was absolutely amazing. Like you said, all of the models did a phenomenal job. Can you talk a little bit more about what went into the process of preparing for the fashion show?
Yes, I chose from the spreadsheet. I chose models that I thought would fit certain swimwear and their body types and look beautiful on them. I chose those models, and just seeing it, I could never imagine how beautiful it would come out until I actually saw them in the swimsuits walking across the stage. It was just amazing. I love each and every one of them, and they all brought every swimsuit to life and just looked amazing in it. The process was great. I appreciate each and every one of them. And yeah, I had to choose some thin ones and the thick ones, and I think everything just came together so beautifully.
Absolutely. I think you did a phenomenal job. So kudos to you for that. Um, and for the amazing designs. Were any of the designs that were in the fashion show something new, or those existing designs for the bathing suits?
Most were existing. One of them, model Sadie Strut, she wore a brand new design that I have not launched as of yet. Is being launched in the next week or so. She showcased a brand new design and she looked absolutely beautiful. I'm so amazed at how everything just turned out, and that will be added to my site real soon. It'll be available for purchase, and yeah, she did her thing. I loved everything about it. I'm so happy I chose her to be the model to showcase it. She did a beautiful job.
That's amazing. I'm so excited to hear that we got a Juneteenth exclusive of one of your designs, and we will definitely be on the lookout for when that is released on your website and encourage our family to purchase to go get those bathing suits for this summer.
Yes.
And so let's talk a little bit about Juneteenth and how it resonates with you. What is the significance of Juneteenth to you, and why was participating in the Juneteenth festival this year so important to you?
Yes, I said in a previous interview that, growing up, I didn't know anything about Juneteenth. It wasn't taught to us by anyone in school, but I was raised by my grandfather, and he always said June 19th was the emancipation of the colored people. That's what he called black people, colored people. Um, he never recognized July
Mhm.
4th as a holiday. And I would ask why. School said July 4th is Independence Day and we're supposed to celebrate and have a barbecue. But he always said, no, that's not the day. It's June 19th. And I was so confused because I didn't understand at the time. And my grandfather passed away when I was 8 years old. He raised me. And it didn't it didn't resonate with me until I was a grown woman, that what Juneteenth meant, and it always brought me back to what my grandfather said. And I said, he was right. And I didn't understand at the time. I was just a kid and I didn't understand. But as I'm a grown woman, I understand what he meant. So participating in this Juneteenth event meant everything to me, and I hope that my ancestors, my grandfather, I hope they're proud of me and what I'm doing and looking down on me and saying, okay, she finally got it. Like she got it now. She got it. She understood what I was saying. And that's that's that means everything to me. So yeah, participating in this event meant the world to me.
I'm sure they are proud of you. And to celebrate Juneteenth, are there any particular traditions that you have? We're hoping participating in the Juneteenth festival will become one going forward, but leading up till now, have there been any particular traditions that you have um, created or followed to celebrate Juneteenth?
Yes, just spending the day with my family and loving each other and letting each other know the struggle of of Black people up until now. We're still struggling, but the struggle up until Black people to now has been hard. So just spending the day with my immediate family and watching movies, eating burgers and hot dogs and just loving on each other, that's my tradition for Juneteenth.
Perfect tradition. So if you were to be able to go back in time and connect with your younger self, what advice would you give your 20-year-old self just starting out? And what would you say to yourself a few years ago when you were starting Thick and Thin Swimwear? Like, what would be those life lessons that you would want to impart on a younger Annessa?
If I could go back 20 to my to 20, I would definitely love myself more and feel more confident in who I was and who I aim to be. Back then I had zero confidence. I had zero knowledge about a lot of things. Um it took me too long.
Uh-oh, family, bear with us. It looks like we are experiencing tech difficulties.
Yes.
Okay, Annessa, you're back.
I would love for
Yes.
younger women in their 20s to love themselves from now. Don't wait till you're 40 and 50 years old to say, hey, I really was cute back then. And why did I not feel beautiful? And why did I not feel comfortable in who I am? That's what I would want. I would want, I would teach my younger self. But since I can't, I want to teach young women in their 20s, 25, 20, 25, 30. Love who you are right now because don't wait till it's too late. Love the skin you're in. Know that you're beautiful. Know that you're smart, you're special, you're loved. Know that you want to be seen. You are seen. You are loved and you are who you are and be comfortable in whoever that is at a young age. That's what I would love for young women to know.
Absolutely. I know there's an expression that talks about how my pastor would say your misery can become your mission. And I think Thick and Thin Swimwear and your passion of empowering women and helping them to be more confident kind of speaks to that. Since you were saying, that you had challenges or struggles with your confidence when you were a lot younger, that has led to Thick and Thin Swimwear and the work that you are doing now to empower women and help them embrace themselves and their bodies and love themselves. So thank you for using that thing that was a challenge for you to make it a mission and a passion to empower others and help them to become um, confident.
Yes. Confidence is key. Confidence is key. That's the main thing I want women to take away from this interview is that I want you to be confident in who you are, whatever your body size or body type is, be confident and feel that you can do anything, wear anything, and no one's going to judge you because who is anybody to judge? Just be yourself, be confident, be comfortable, and that's it. The once you're confident in yourself, then everyone else will feel it too. But you have to know that you are beautiful and you are sexy and you are that girl. Just know that you are that girl and be that girl.
I love it. And so for women that are may be struggling with their confidence. As a matter of fact, I did see this question recently where a woman was talking about her younger daughter who was maybe like 11 or 12 not being confident in her appearance. What resources would you suggest, or what tips would you have for younger girls, maybe tweens and teens going up to like early 20s? What would you suggest for them to help them feel more comfortable and more confident?
Ooh, now that's a tough one because when we talking about 11 and 12-year-olds, like this society has made them feel that way. Social media has made them feel that way. But you have to you have to love yourself, and you have to not pay attention to what you see on social media as beautiful, but you have to know that you're beautiful within yourself. And when you look in the mirror, when you look in the mirror, young ladies, I want you to love who you see in the mirror. Like, don't worry about the images you see on social media and what looks popular to you. Those Most of that stuff is not real. Most of that stuff is fake and filtered. So, oh, that just makes me want to cry when I think about teens, younger women, young girls and teens not loving themselves because of who they think they should look like. Listen, I, I have no, I just need parents to talk to your children and tell them that they are beautiful, they are loved, whatever skin color they are, whatever size they are, whatever body type they have. Ladies, tell your children they are loved and they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Black is beautiful in all shades, sizes. It doesn't matter. Let your babies know. Babies, you are beautiful who you are. That's all I could say about that. Like, that just makes me want to cry when I even think about that. Because I have a 10-year-old granddaughter that's very influenced by the things that she sees on TikTok and stuff like that, and I have to talk to her all the time like, that's fake, that's not real, but you're real and you're beautiful no matter what. She's like a size stick finger. So regardless to what size you are, you are beautiful and you are loved, and you are going to make an impact in life by just being yourself. So the things you see on social media,
Mhm.
is not everything that it appears to be. So, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I could go on and on about that subject, but I'll stop right there.
Absolutely. I definitely think to culturally, if some of the things that we hear or say without really thinking about that has an impact as well. Because I know sometimes going around certain family members, they'll be like, "Oh, you look like you gaining weight," or "Oh, you look like you need to put on some weight." And I don't think they really are cognizant of how those types of comments can impact the people that they're speaking to, and um, possibly hurt their confidence as well. And so I think there may be some changes that we need to make internally and within our culture too about making comment about people's sizes and whether they need to gain or lose weight and things like that too.
That's for sure. My own family has told me, girl, like what you been doing? You've been eating everything like you put on weight, but you know, we do have to be more mindful in how we speak to people and the things that we say. But you know, we all, as women, we all struggle with our weight and our appearance, and sometimes you 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 are healthy. No matter what, you can be a plus size woman and still be. I hate the word. I hate the term plus size, honestly. Like, but I'm gonna say it because so you understand what I mean. But as a thicker woman, you can be thick and be healthy. People um think that because you're thicker that you're not healthy. You can be thick and still be healthy, but that's not the case. Like
Mhm.
you can be healthy and still be sexy, beautiful, confident, eh, no matter what. So I, that's it. That's all I'll
That's
say.
true. And being thin doesn't always mean that you are healthy. Sometimes people being thin, can have their health challenges as well. So,
Exactly.
um, health and size are not necessarily synonymous.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely. So, as we begin to wrap up, we have a couple of questions that we ask all of our guests. One of them you already answered, but I will ask it again so that we can drive your message home. And that is, what is one thing that you want the community to take away from today's session?
Just that all women are beautiful, no matter what. Look in the mirror and say to yourself every morning, "Hello, beautiful. You're going to have a great day because you are beautiful. No matter what size you are, no matter what your shape is, you're tall, short, just say to yourself, 'Good morning, beautiful. Today, I'm going to have a great day because I am beautiful and I am loved and I am somebody and I'm going to be seen and I'm going to be heard and I'm going to be loved.' That's it. Just know, women, you are beautiful no matter what."
Absolutely. And so we also ask all of our guests about hip hop. We just recently celebrated the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And so, who is your favorite hip hop artist?
That's Jay Z. Anybody that knows me knows that I love Jay Z. Like since Reasonable Doubt, that's been my number one hip hop artist of all time. He could do no wrong in my eyes. I just love Jay Z. Everything he puts out, everything he says, everything he does, I just love it. Yes, Jay Z is my all time favorite hip hop artist.
Yeah, Brooklyn represent.
Yes, Brooklyn.
And so, how can we best help young people to succeed? What would be your suggestion to help young people succeed?
I would love to see more programs that um business programs, business classes, because in order to start a business and have a business, you need to have a little bit of business background. And I wish I did. I wish I took some business classes, but if there were more classes offering services to young people about businesses, that would help them a lot because to get into having a business and owning a business, there's a lot you need to know and a lot you need to research. So, I would suggest for young people to take a business class in high school, in college. Take a business class. That will be very helpful to you in the future if you plan on starting a business. Yeah. And if
Absolutely.
there were
And
more
the last
free,
question,
oh, go ahead. If there were more free programs to offer this to our youth,
I'm sorry,
that would be
the
amazing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
absolutely, that's definitely important
Mm.
and definitely needed. of mix up there. We're experiencing technical difficulties, everyone, so we apologize for any challenges or issues. And then the last question, we touched on it a little bit earlier, but what does Juneteenth mean to you?
Juneteenth means a day of celebration for our people. Just since it's a national holiday, don't work, don't do anything that's related to work. Just have a great day with your family, your loved ones, spend a day with them, and just tell each other you love them. Tell each other how much you love them and how much you appreciate them being in your life. And just enjoy the day, whether it's going to the park, going to the beach, and wearing a thick and thin swimsuit, of course, but just enjoying your day, just enjoying your family for the day. I think that's the best way to spend Juneteenth.
Absolutely. And so as we wrap up, I want to thank you, Annessa, for spending your afternoon with us, sharing your wisdom and insights, your business experiences and your background and your encouragement to women, reminding them that they are beautiful and they are loved. We think you are beautiful. We love you. We look forward to the beach and on vacations and supporting you. And to the audience, thank you so much for joining us today for today's Lunch and Learn. We hope you found it informative and uplifting as we did. And don't forget to mark your calendars for next week's session, same time, same place. Also, be sure to visit our website for more updates on Juneteenth and why. It's going to be amazing. And vendors and registration and sponsorship for 2025 will be coming up soon. So please be on the lookout for that. And make sure to like and share us, like and subscribe on social media to Juneteenth and why. And let's keep this incredible conversation going in the chat. And before I go, I would be remiss if I don't ask you, Miss Annessa, how can people find you? Where can they follow you? How can they stay in the loop on what you have coming up?
Yes, please follow us on Instagram, the letter N, Thin Swimwear. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and visit my website, www.ThickNThinSwimwear.com. Sign up to our newsletter so you can hear about everything we have going on first, whether it's new items, sales, promotions, fashion shows, whatever we have going on, you'll hear about it first when you sign up to our newsletter. And I just want to thank the Juneteenth New York family for having me this year. It's been such an amazing experience. I'm overwhelmed with joy. I am so appreciative for being a part of this journey with you guys, and I hope to do it again next year. I would love to, and I just want to thank you all for having me today. And don't forget, follow Thick and Thin Swimwear for all your swimwear needs for the summer.
Absolutely, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
What's going on, Juneteenth family?
I have to take the lead because if I don't now, when will I do it?
These are all dance groups, mixes from since the 90s.
And risks are important. Risk creates results.
Make sure that you surround yourself with not only the word, but with positivity.
Foremost, for having me on for Lunch and Learn.
We start off by wearing all of the hats. Pun intended right there with the hats.
But we
start
Special needs children
I have over 30 years plus experience as a quality professional.
We basically reconstructing what we took part in deconstruct. All the street makeup. That's how we came up with street makeup.
I almost had to deal with MCA Records at the age of 19.
Wait a
I also partner with other daycare. We're not in a competition yet. We're not in a competition.